So feeling the ground through the feet. Letting that pressure on the bottoms of the feet work up through your body, upward into your body. Let the ground stand us. So we don't have to stand up. We certainly don't want to pull away from the ground. Enter the ground. Let the ground enter through us. The simple way we typically say is we're hanging from the string or the elastic. That counters the tendency to pull away from the ground and pull in and pull up. In Tai Chi, it's so often the case we do exactly the opposite of normal, and often just opposite directions. What's normal is pulling in and pulling up, especially when we're trying hard, concentrating hard. You know, at the computer or driving, everything comes in and up. So, perfect example, Tai Chi takes us in the other direction, the other way. And mechanically, it's helpful to actually just do it mechanically. In and up, we want to go down and outward. Down and out. So relaxing and opening. Down, so relaxing with gravity. Out is opening, physically and mentally, flowing outward. Just like we would if we're in a pool of water, just hanging out in the pool of water. Everything would tend to float out. So instead of in and up, we want to be down. If we stayed down, we end up being collapsed. So down and also outwardly flowing. That's the basic idea and feeling of standing and into movement, everything we do. And just cultivating some good internal centered breathing, deep into the abdomen, and a little bit even further. You can imagine bowl of the hips. Imagine and feel that when you breathe in, you're drawing the in-breath all the way down to the bowl of the hips, filling the abdomen, and breathe out from that deep core as well. And really emphasizing the out-breath, consciously releasing tensions on the out-breath. And then we can maintain our hands here, just help us stay center oriented in our body and mentally being grounded and in our body. I want to make sure our knees are well bent as we do a little bit of hip circles, starting really small and slow hip circles. And as it feels okay, we can let those circles gradually expand. Again, making sure the knees are well bent and the lower back is virtually flat. And shoulders down, abdomen released. Nice, good breathing. And slowly coming back to centered stillness. And we can start the other way, small, slow circles the other way, and perhaps gradually getting a little bigger each time. And if we imagine we're truly hanging out, that can allow us, that'll bring us back to vertical stillness. And rolling the shoulders, alternating. The alternating approach really addresses the spine. And we can just let those arms hang if we want. And rolling the other way. And notice the shoulder blades sliding and the movement that's incurred in the spine, including the neck. And gradually hanging out to bring us back to stillness. And if we shift the weight on one leg and come up on the ball of the other foot, so again, make sure the leg you're standing on is bent a little bit. Never want to stand on a straight knee. And a straight knee also locks the hip and lower back, so that's a problem too. So still actually hanging out, but on one leg, on the ball of the foot, and then just turning the knee in and out. And that is really rotating the hip joint. Very gentle. You can start very small at first until it really feels okay to go a little bigger. Hang out and breathe into the belly. And slowly shift to the other side. Knee goes in and out. Make sure the standing leg is bent. Notice and feel what you're doing for the hip joint in there. And then we'll shift to the other side again. This time, instead of on the ball, we'll go on the heel. And doing the same sort of action. The knee and the toes go left and right. And again, feel the action in deep in the hip joint. And slowly switching, touching down lightly on the heel. Good. And light horse stance. Hang out, knees over the feet, put all the work in the legs, press down into the ground to shift the weight and turn the hips. Let the arms be a nice, open, rounded, buoyant quality, just like you're hanging out in water. The arms are virtually not moving at all. They're moving through space, or you can imagine through water. They're moving through space only because we're shifting the weight and turning the hips a little bit. But the arms themselves are not moving. Hang out, release the abdomen. Let the shoulders sit straight down. Equal awareness in both arms and through both arms. Let that lower back be virtually straight. And coming back to center, palms facing the knees. We'll do a little bit of Tai Chi squats, some Danyus. So elbows go forward, palms rotate down and go over the knees as you go into a little squat again, starting very, very small and shallow at first. Noticing how that feels in the knees and legs. Again, another example of opposite from normal. Normal is to hike up and pull up and kind of avoid all the work in the legs and come up into the upper body. So once again, in Tai Chi, we do the opposite of what tends to be a normal situation. We want to, instead of hiking up, we press the feet into the ground, press through the legs, and the ground pushes us up. And rather than pulling up in the upper body, we want to stay settled and sitting just like always. So the upper body is really just a passenger. We're not doing any action up here, pulling. So we're, again, down and out. Even as we come up, we're coming up because we're pressing into the ground. Even as we come up, we're relaxed down and flowing out. So that's a big part of the training and cultivation in Tai Chi. Changing the body and the mind, changing the tendency and the conditioning and reactions of the body and mind to be more settled, more released, more grounded, yet also more open and eventually more flowing. So important to develop the strength of the legs, as we are often talking about in class. The legs need to be strong and also have good endurance for us to really, quote unquote, hang out or to really relax. Otherwise, we're kind of seizing up to one degree or another through the entire body and into the upper body. Can never release and relax because everything is kind of fighting against gravity and fighting to stay upright and tight. So developing the strength and endurance of the base will allow us to truly relax and release And coming up, not quite locking the knees though. Hands drift down as if through water, inching the feet close together. And let's just take a few mindful breaths in the center. And the center is called the Dantian in Tai Chi, in Chinese, Dantian. It's about 3 finger widths below the navel, right in the center, the core of the body, what I often reference as the bowl of the hips. That's the reservoir, the resting place for the mind and the breath. Mind and the breath come together, rest together, deep in the core of the body, deep in the center of the body. And so we can use the weight of our hands as a tactile anchor for the mind. So that takes a lot of training, actually, is to sink the mind down there and to keep it there. Definitely people are up here with their attention and their mind. So this is another big long-term aspect of the training in Tai Chi. Settling the mind, sinking the mind into the body. The mind and body come together, integrate, synchronize here, just below the navel. And deep breath in through the nose. Long breath out through the mouth. Release the hands. Let them swing ever so naturally and gently come out of that. Okay. So why don't we take it right from the very beginning? That is the beginning, the commencement, and take it to where we've reached so far.
Sure.
Which actually is getting really close to second cross hands. But let's do that. So I won't mention too many promptings, maybe a little bit and some of the names of the moves, but we'll just kind of do this together. So I'll just give you a moment to hang out and checklist through the standing posture, of course, including the breathing. And commencement. Stand, hold the ball. Left grasp bird's tail. Stand, hold the ball. Grasp bird's tail. Single whip. Try to emphasize the weight shifting. Clear weight shift from leg to leg. That's an important part. Into raise hands and step up. So full weight shift to the right. And slowly a full weight shift to the left leg. Of course, that knee is bent a bit. Weight stays in the left leg as you turn and hold the ball. Shifting into the right leg, feet are parallel. Then full weight in the right leg, make sure it's bent. Stork spreads wings. Brush knee, ready position. Step it and brush knee. Half step up or play the fiddle. Make sure that right knee is bent as you stand into it. Arms into brush knee ready position as we begin 3 brush knees in a row. Hang out and breathe. Half step up or play the fiddle. Brush knee ready position as we go into 1 more brush knee. Chop with fist, rock back, open foot and hands to the left corner. Hold the bouquet, half step on the heel, turn the foot to the corner as you shift the weight forward. Step, parry, and punch. Withdraw and push. Cross hands. First cross hands. Feet point straight. Right wrist underneath left. Shifting to the right to turn on the left heel as far as comfortable. Shifting back to the left leg. When you're ready, step with the right heel into the corner. As you turn, the arms expand apart. You probably have to turn on the left foot to get that left foot to the side wall to keep your 45 degrees. And here we are in Hairy Tiger to Mountain. And shifting all the way to the left leg, all the way back to the right leg. Touch down, turn on the right heel, get your right foot to the front wall if it's not already. Your single whip. Touch down the heel, turn to that back corner, step into the right corner, correcting on the left heel. Standing into the right leg, right fist under elbow, touching down on the heel. From the heel to the ball, starts as going into repulse monkeys. Correcting the front foot by turning on the ball and then flattening it. And then from the flat foot to the ball. Hang out and breathe. Starting like another repulse monkey, but it's a full step this time. Still planting that right foot 45 degrees, turning on the left heel 45 degrees. Stand into the left leg, hold the ball. Slanting flying. Half step up or raise hands and step up. We go into stork spreads wings. So turn and hold the ball. Full step. As always, after stork spreads wings, brush knee, ready position, step for brush knee. Half step up. Standing into the right leg, touching the right wrist, the ball of the left foot, needle at C bottom, staying in the right leg. Full step. Left hand stays low, even though the left leg is forward. It's the beginning of fan through back. Shifting back, left toes and left fingers go up. Shifting all the way to the right leg. Slowly all the way back to the left leg. Arms flow back to the left. Right hand up into an open fist, left hand. It's open and low. Shifting the weight into the right leg, brings the fist back to the hip. Come back to the left leg to hold the bouquet. Half a step on the right heel, turning the right leg to that back corner. The fist goes right to the side wall. Or chop the fist. Step, parry, and punch. Grass bird's tail, we need a little segue here. We need to rock back. That opens the right hand. Turn the right leg to the corner. Shift the weight into the right leg. Stand, hold the ball. That's right hand low, holding the ball. And grass bird's tail sequence. Single whip. Correcting on the right heel, get the right toes to that corner. So we touch down on the ball of the left foot. And here completing the single whip movement. Going into cloud hand, so shifting back to the right. Right hand slowly opens. Turning on the left heel to get that left foot straight to the front wall. Shifting the weight back slowly to the left leg. The hands are all the way to the side. We bring in the right foot, parallel, even, half a step. Hands are all the way to the other side. We step out with the left, even and parallel. Still hanging from the string, so the body is vertical, spine is hanging long, belly is released. Knees are bent. And we want those knees directly over the feet, so those knees are supported. And then when we step in half a step with the right foot, we drop the right heel 45 degrees, right hand turns palm down, hand slide down, touch down, balance step for a single whip. High pad on horse, shifting back, right hand opens and flows back. Peeling off the front foot, placing it down on the ball, right hand 3/6 o'clock, comes on top, left hand to the bottom. Make sure that right knee is bent as you turn towards that back corner and step with the left heel into that corner over a bit so we're not in step. Correcting on the right heel, crossing low, hands come up as we stand into the left leg, raise the right knee towards that side wall, toes are pointed down as we do swing that lower leg out towards that wall, step into the right corner, correct on the left heel, crossing low, standing, knee up to the side wall, kick out with the toes down. Arms stay out there as we step back half a step, shifting the weight back, left heel 45 degrees, turning on the right heel, brings the right wrist inside the left. So all the weight's on the left leg here, slowly shifting back to the right leg, peeling off the left foot. When you're ready, pick up the knee towards the side wall, pull the toes back for a heel kick towards the side wall, dropping the heel down and over a little bit to the left so we're not in step. Make sure your left toes don't migrate over to the corner. So straight ahead to that side wall. The right hand turns palm up so you're in brush knee ready position. Brush knee, transition, brush knee. Low punch is 90%, another brush knee. From here, we do fan through back. So left toes and left fingers come up as we shift the weight back to the right. Right hand opens and stays low. Palm down with the right hand, palm up with the left hand. Shifting the weight back to the left leg. Right hand continues up into an open fist. Left hand faces the floor. Stepping over, well enough over so we're not going to be in step. Turning on the left heel to get our 45 degrees. We come back to hold the bouquet to do another chop with fist. So that's half a step on the heel. Turn the foot to the corner, shifting forward. Step, parry and punch. Another heel kick, right foot kick. And we're going to kick to that side wall that we're facing. So we need to get our left foot to the corner, 45 degrees. Cross low. Coming up, the knee comes up, pull the toes back, kicking towards that side wall. And then we step with the right heel into that back corner, shift the weight into the right leg, hold the bouquet. Then we step with the left heel towards the back wall, shift the weight forward into the left leg, right hand comes down, pushing the left hand down, around and up as they slowly form open fists. So basically your shape will be like so at the end of that move. So as we touched upon last time, the bottom hand, the right hand is palm down. Top hand, left hand is palm towards that back wall.
Right.
So let's review hit tiger at left and flowing into hit tiger at right. Okay, so let's take it from that step up parry and punch towards the side wall. So our left foot will be forward. And of course, this is just exactly like a brush knee, right? Except the right hand, instead of being open, it's in an open fist. parry and step, parry and punch, virtually the same as brush knee. So we're going to kick to that side wall, same wall we're facing right now and punching to. So we'll need to transition by getting our left foot to the corner. So we rock back, so it's easy to turn on the left heel, and that opens the right hand as well. And then we shift the weight back into that left leg as it points to that back corner, crossing low. Of course, we can have as many balance steps as we need here. And when we're ready, pick up the knee, pull the toes back, kicking towards that wall, arms go out. We step with that right heel towards that back corner. So technically our feet are parallel here. And we roll into that right leg. We shift the weight into that right leg. So the left heel comes off. And then we step with the left heel straight to that back wall. And as we shift the weight forward, top hand presses the bottom hand down, around, and up. Okay.
So which hand is up?
Okay, so let's take it from here. So we're in the right leg, hold the bouquet. So so right hand is high, we step with the left heel. Top hand, the right hand comes down. Left hand goes down, around, and up. So this is how you finish here. Left hand is up.
Okay.
Okay. So let's try that again here, right from here. So we're ball left foot is up, standing into the right leg. Hold the bouquet. Of course, the shoulders are down. And we do a full step to the back wall on the heel, shifting the weight forward. As usual, the shifting the weight is what moves the arms. So from hold the bouquet, left heel is up, step. So maybe if I do one or two facing you, so I'm going to be your mirror image. Weight's in the right leg, left heel is off. Straight step with that left heel. So I'm a mirror for you. And we can do that once more. So here, that back heel is off. And right foot is to the corner. I step to the back wall. What would be the back wall? Shifting forward, right hand comes down, left hand around and up. So if we're here, transition into the next one, hit tiger at right. We shift the weight back and turn on the left heel. And as we do that, the hands open and rotate palm up. So they go right into hold the bouquet position. So all my weight goes to the right leg, turning on the left heel as far as comfortable. Shift the weight back to the left leg. Now, right now, you're probably facing away from me, right? So you might have to look behind to get a sense of it. Step with the right heel straight forward to the front wall. And then we do hit tiger at right. So shifting the weight forward, top hand, left hand, comes down, pushing the right hand down, around, and up. Hitting tiger at right. Hit tiger left, come around while we hold the bouquet, and then hit tiger at right. Okay, so let's come back here just before hit tiger left. Left heel is off. Right foot to the corner, weights in the right leg. Hold the bouquet, shoulders are down. Full step on the left heel. Shifting forward, top hand comes straight down, front of the face, pushing the bottom hand around and up. Soft fists. As we shift the weight back to the right leg, turning on the left heel, hands open and rotate palm up. So it's now hold the bouquet. We shift the weight back to the left leg. We'll balance step with the right foot because we want to turn on the left heel to get it to that corner, get our 45 degrees. Step with the right heel, of course, over a little bit to the right, so we're not instepped. Shifting the weight forward, left hand comes down in front of the face, pushing the right hand down, around, and up. So left palm is facing the floor, the top hand, the right palm is facing the wall, facing
All
forward.
right.
Okay. So hold the bouquet, standing on the right leg, stepping with the left heel. Hit tiger at left. Shifting back, turning on the left heel, hands rotate open. Shifting back to the left leg. Most people can't make it all the way to that corner, so we need to touch down with the ball of the right foot and turn on the left heel to get to that corner. Then we step straight forward towards the front wall. Left hand comes down in front of the face, pushing the right hand around and up. And let's do that once again. Here, hang out, breathe, step. Correct the left toes to the corner, then step with the right heel towards the front wall. Now, what comes next is something we know, right foot kick. How we get into it is a little bit new, but it's a kick we know. So it looks like this. Kick itself, nothing new at all. We've already done a few right foot kicks with the heel. The segue is simply we shift the weight back, cross the wrist low, and come up with the knee as always. And as always, they go out with the kick. So I'll face the same way as you. We're at hit tiger at right. So we're facing the front wall. Weights forward on the right leg. I'm going to angle slightly so you can see my hands, but imagine I'm facing straight forward to the front wall. As I shift the weight back to the left leg, the hands open and in a circular path come down to the lower abdomen, and you cross the wrists. Now, it's going to be the right wrist underneath, because when I come up, I want the right wrist on the outside, because we're going to be kicking with the right leg. So let's come back here again. So hit tiger at right. So left fist is facing the floor, right fist is facing forward. As we slowly shift the weight back to the left leg, hands open and drop in a circular fashion, crossing low, right wrist underneath. And then when you're ready, peel off the right foot, pick it up. You can always touch down for balance. Pick up the right knee, pull the toes back. You kick towards the front wall. Of course, as always, that sends the arms out. And we're kind of going to stop there in that awkward position for now, with the leg up and the arms up. Okay, so let's do that a couple times. So hit tiger at right. You slowly shift the weight back to the left leg, hands open and circle down to cross low. Peel off the front foot, pick up the right knee. You can always touch down there for balance. You pick up the knee, cross wrists come up. The kick, as always, sends the arms out away from each other. And of course, that's a heel kick, so toes are pulled back. Okay, so I'll try that facing directly where I normally would. So here, hit tiger at right. Shifting back, hands slowly open and circle down. So at the bottom here, it's palm up, by the way. Okay, and shift the weight back, peel off the right foot. When you're ready, pick up the knee, toes pulled back, arms rise, front of the chest, kick, heel goes out, arms go up. Let's try that once more. Here we go. crossing low, palms up, hands come up with the knee, toes pulled back for a heel kick. The kick always sends the arms out. Let's do that a couple more times like that. Shoulders down, shifting back. Once again. Now maybe I can do a couple facing the camera, so I'm a true mirror image. So it's like pretend you're looking into a mirror. Shift the weight back, hands open and curve around, come down. The leg that's forward is a hand that's underneath, so that when we raise that leg, that hand is the one on the outside. Pull the toes back, kicking sends the arms out. We're kicking to the front wall. So let's try that again. So here, so just as if you're looking in a mirror, here we go. Shifting back, crossing low. You can always touch down. When you're ready, pull the toes back and you stomp the heel towards that front wall. And once more. Here we go. Nice big circle movement with the arms. And let's try a couple more where I'm facing the same way. I'll angle slightly. Here we go, shifting back, hands open, and circle low. Cross the wrist low. Once more like that. And I'll do a couple where I'm facing the actual accurate direction that I would be to the front wall. So of course the right foot is straight to the front wall, the back foot, left foot is to the corner. Weights forward, shift the weight back, hands open and circle low. Right wrist underneath left, pick up the right knee, kicking sends the arms out. And let's do that one more time. Here we go. Okay. Next move is kind of new, kind of not. So it's not a big divergence from what we've done. It's not too different from hit tiger at left, hit tiger at right. In fact, the name of it is very similar, sort of. It's called strike ears with fists. So instead of striking like one ear, tiger's one side or one ear, and hitting tiger on the other side, we're going to hit both sides at the same time. So that's the finishing position. And all we do with the arms are fairly straightforward, is we simply circle up to box the ears. Now, how do we get here? After that right foot kick, which is where we left off, with the foot up in the air and the arms out in the air, what we do is we drop that foot down and cross the wrists low again. And as I shift the weight forward, that's what, as always, drives the arm, shifting the weight. So it seems a little bit complex at first. After a few times or a couple classes, you start to recognize this is very similar to other things that we've done.
So on that one, Brad, which hand is lower?
Okay, so pop quiz for you. Okay, so if I'm going to take it, we did that heel kick. That was the very last thing we did. I'm going to drop down and I'm going to cross my wrists. Now, I don't think you can see. Can you guess which wrist is underneath?
The right one.
Yes.
Okay.
Why?
because the right foot is forward.
Exactly. The right foot is forward. And so when we shift the weight forward, it's going to be the weight's in the right leg. Exactly right. So that coding stays the same. That pattern is the same. So if I face the front here, facing camera, it is my right wrist underneath because my right leg is forward. I shift the weight forward into the right leg. So let's try this. Can you go into a right heel kick?
Yeah,
Very last thing we did. So I'm going to try this mirror image. Keeping the weight on the left leg so we don't shift the weight forward at all. That's the tricky part. We drop the weight down so that the right heel touches down, but the weight's still in the back leg. And coming down with that leg draws the arms down again in a circle. And yes, the right wrist will be underneath. Now, once the hands have come down to 6 o'clock and crossed, we shift the weight forward into the right leg. That sends the arms out in a big circle. In other words, the arms take the longest path possible to come up to the ears. Like in the camera, it probably looks like I could box my own ears. Right? But here's the distance.
okay,
Yeah. This is the shape and the distance we always have with our arms. Brush knee, chop with fist. The elbows are always a little bit bent, just like the knees. The elbows are unlocked, just like the knees are unlocked. So we never want to be in tight like this, and we never want to be super extended and locked. So that informs what we're doing here. If I do chop, if I do a hit tiger at left, if I turn sideways, you see how open that is. It's not in like this. It's out here. So striking both ears, I have that same shape. I don't want to be in close. Just like when we cross wrists, we don't want to come up close. It's the same shape in everything we do. It might be down or up, but we never want to be in tight and close with the elbows. So that informs this shape here. And those are both palms facing the front wall, just like hitting tiger.
got it.
Strike ears with fists is here. Okay, so let's do that. We'll try it once facing the same direction as you. So holding the bouquet just before we go into hit tiger at left. Okay, so standing into the right leg. Step with the left heel towards the back wall, shifting forward, hitting tiger at left. Transitioning is shifting back, turning on the left heel, and the hands open and rotate palm up for hold the bouquet. Shifting back to the left leg, touching down on the right ball of the foot for balance. So you can correct by turning on the left heel. So we're facing the front wall now, and the left foot's to the corner. So we can step straight on the right heel, shifting the weight forward. Left arm comes down, pushing right arm around and up. Now, shifting the weight back, all the way back to the left leg, hands open and circle low. Right wrist underneath. When we're ready, we pick up the right knee, toes back, kick with the heel to the front wall, arms go out. Now we keep the weight in the back leg, keep the weight in the left leg as we drop the right heel. And that brings the arms circling back down, right wrist underneath. Shifting forward, swings the hands out and up. Palms facing towards the front wall. Okay, let's wind down. And we'll definitely review that next time. Hang out. Breath deep and deeper into the belly until it reaches the bowl of the hips or gets below the navel, right into the very core. Each out breath is a releasing breath. Take a deep breath in through the nose Long breath out through the mouth. Let the hands release and swing ever so naturally with gravity. As you hang out, weight through the feet, mind and breath in the belly, and just be with gravity, the process of gravity, gently, naturally pulling the arms to vertical stillness. Nice, good belly breaths. Gently shifting the weight side to side with the knees unlocked. And as you shift your weight to one leg, the other leg, which is empty, let that turn on the heel a little bit so it comes to a more normal angle, slight angle. Shift the weight to the other leg so there's no weight on the other foot, so you can turn a little bit on the heel, and you just gently rock out.
Thank you.
Thank you. See you next time.
You bet.
Bye-bye.